Here you can see my 3 biggest pawpaw trees. And as you can tell by the background, all of the trees are losing their leaves. It's the last week of October, and here in Canada, things are getting cold. Autumn is here. But if we look closely at the pawpaw that's on the far right, it's a little different. The leaves are still a very vibrant green. It's still growing. While the other 2 are yellowing, leaves are actually falling off, they are dormant. What's the difference? The one on the right is being fertilized by me every day, and it has been for many months because this is a tree that was struck early in the summer by a falling maple tree, and it was crushed. What you see there is all regrowth. Every leaf, every branch was taken off. Because of the miracle that happened with one of the leaves on this tree, I've decided to name the tree the Sheldrake-Levin Pawpaw tree. And as you can see, that special leaf is still intact and still just as unusual and rare and amazing. Next year, I'm going to be doing some experiments to try to force trees to do this. And let's see what the results will be. To help this tree recover from its incredible damage, I've been fertilizing it each and every day, and part of that is also adding ash to the soil, because here the soil in my forest is almost pure sand. The addition of the ash to the sand provides carbon, and trees love carbon. Not only has this non-stop feeding assisted the tree to grow back as quickly as possible, but as you can see, in the aftermath of that unfortunate event, I was given a wonderful gift by my good friend Dragan at the Chestnut Council of Canada in the form of some baby pawpaw trees that he's been growing. And I decided to feed them just as profusely as I have been the one pawpaw tree that was struck. And as you can see, they are also staying beautifully green and vibrant with new growth as well. I planted these 2 right beside the house in the spot where I removed a Colorado blue spruce. And these are just doing incredibly well. I've never seen such incredibly fast growth on newly planted trees that were planted in the middle of the summer. And as you can see, they are still going. And here we can see 3 more that I planted in the forest in a future pawpaw grove. I did a little experiment. The one on the far left, I've been feeding profusely, and the other 2 to the right, I only fed during the actual growing season. And as you can see, they are not keeping up with the one that I am still feeding. But it's not just pawpaw trees that are benefiting from this overfeeding. Here you can see a persimmon tree that you may have seen in a recent video when I discovered it growing in the dense overgrowth beside the biggest persimmon tree. I've been feeding it non-stop since I discovered it, and as you can see, it's beautiful and green, and every other persimmon tree is completely asleep. Most of them are actually bare now, no leaves left at all. And what we see here is just a couple of steps away from the one that you just saw, and it's even smaller. But because I haven't been feeding it, it's gone dormant. I'm very excited about this new discovery, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how the pawpaw trees are going to respond to this in future years, and I'm really curious to see how much faster these babies that were just planted this year will start producing fruit compared to the ones that I've grown so far before I stumbled upon this new trick that I just shared with you.